am Melinda, and I am here with
Chris,
who has some bedhead going on today. Yeah, we're gonna get you a haircut, aren't we? And you might also see Alice, who's walking around too. But since I have Chris here, what are we gonna do, Chris?
Let chat.
Let chat. So if you haven't seen these before, Chris is gonna ask me a question or two, or card of questions off one or two cards of these. I don't know what he's gonna choose, and I'm gonna try and answer them. So we'll see how this goes. So what's the book?
The book is The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay.
Yep, The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay, which I have not read.
If you could join a friend group from any book, which one would you choose?
I would choose the friend group in Three Pines, Canada, in the Garmosh series by Louise Penny. I love every one of them. Well, okay, let me put it this way. If you are caught up in the series, or if you've gotten over, say, half of the series, I love everyone in that friend group. I don't want to give any spoilers there, but yeah, you know, they're vivid characters. They are fun characters, even some that they seem over the top. Like there's a character in there who is he's just a larger than life, proudly gay man, and he seems almost characterish. But I know that person. Like, I knew someone who was exactly that person. And so every time I read that character, I think of him. And so, yeah, I want to go live with the friend group in Three Pines, Canada, even though they have a lot of murders there.
Your friends are having a small gathering.
Okay.
Which literary character or author would you bring along?
I would bring along, and I mentioned this in an earlier video, I would bring along Agatha Christie, because I recently read the new Agatha Christie biography by Lucy Worsley, and she was a very fun lady. She loved to entertain, and she just had a love for life, and I'm sure she could tell some really fun stories. Who would you bring?
I would bring Dave Polkey.
And who's Dave Polkey?
The author of Captain Underpants.
Yeah, did you know that he owns a bookstore?
Where?
In New York, I think. Maybe
No.
Massachusetts. Yeah, he does. I've ordered books from his bookstore.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, what is now?
War and Peace.
War and Peace, which I have never read, and I really have no plan to, even though I have a friend who tells me it's really worth my while. But go ahead.
Is there a book you've never read but you tell people you have? Why?
No. I will tell people why I won't read books. I mean, if there's a specific book why I won't read it, I will tell them why. But I don't tell people that I've read books when I haven't. The only thing I can say that comes close to this is when I was in high school, it was a requirement to graduate that everyone in their junior year had to read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. And then after that, you would do a test, which was an essay. And I could not get through that book. I couldn't get past the dialogue. You know how the dialogue is written in dialect in that? I couldn't get past it. And that was really before audiobooks were really, you know, they existed, but they weren't well done, and they were hard to get a hold of. But so I couldn't listen to it. So I just didn't read the book. And then I had to do the test. I had to do the essay. And I kind of did the essay by the seat of my pants, by what I remembered we talked about in class. I got the highest score in the district on it. So I think that's the closest one.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. But
You didn't even read the book.
I didn't read the book, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to read it this year. In 2023, I'm going to read Huckleberry Finn, because it's gotten kind of sad that I haven't read it yet. But I'm going to listen to the audiobook of it.
Good.
Okay. Wait, there's more. There's another question on there.
Is there a book you're embarrassed to admit you have read?
Let's see. Oh, I'm sure there are. There is a book, and I read this knowing it was like, I had no expectations of this being a good book. It was totally I can't believe this is a thing, so I'm going to read to see what it is. But a few years ago, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, put out a romance novel, and it was called The Tender Wings of Desire, and it was written by Colonel Harlan Sanders, And I read it, and it is exactly. I don't want to say it was a bad book because it's exactly what I would expect from a romance put out by KFC, written by Harlan Sanders. It is a thing. This is a thing that exists, and I read it.
That is just messed up.
Isn't it messed? You're right. You're right. Do you want to do another one, or are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're good. Okay. What are you reading in school right now?
I'm reading Storm Runners by Roland Smith, I think. I want to say.
Roland Smith? That might be.
Yeah.
And it's
I
in your
think
book
so,
club?
yeah.
You're reading it with your friend Allie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you liking it?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, yeah. This is his book club book for his for ELA or ELD, one of them. ELA. His English class in his sixth grade. In sixth grade, he's in our area. Sixth grade is still part of elementary school, so he's reading that with a friend, and he is enjoying it. So, and you're still listening to. Lily, my producer, is signaling things to me.
Come on up here, Lily. Come on, come on, come on.
She refuses to be in front of the camera. Just tell me what you want to tell me.
I also read Storm Runners.
Oh, did you? Did you like it?
Uh-huh.
Apparently it's good then. You're also listening to, I think, the last Wings of Fire book.
Yeah.
We need to do some ear reading because that's going to be due again. I've already renewed it once.
Wow.
Yeah, but you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're reading in our house. Thanks again. I don't know what I'm going to do when we finish going through all our Lit Chat cards because I think I want to keep this weekly date with my boy Chris. So we'll have to think of something to do once we go through all of these cards.
Maybe we can yeah, I'll think of something.
You think of something. Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining us. If you like what you saw, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. What are you doing?